Well, at 9:46, are you dealing with stress while trying to have a baby? Well, studies show that a little yoga can go a long way. Angelyn Shapiro of New Beginnings Yoga says several poses may help support women on their journey, and she's here to show us how. Welcome, Angelyn.
Good morning.
All right, so tell us, how does yoga help address infertility?
So yoga can be helpful for women who are struggling to get pregnant in a number of ways.
Okay.
If you look at the physical benefits of the postures, what we're trying to do is basically rewire the central nervous system.
Okay.
So our bodies respond to stress by going into the fight or flight mode, in which we basically shut down everything that isn't absolutely necessary for survival.
Okay.
And that's great if you're trying to save a child from a burning building, but our bodies don't differentiate between that and, say, an overbearing boss or our daily commute. So we have postures that help us to calm the central nervous system and also to increase circulation in the reproductive area.
Okay, wonderful. So Kendra here is going to help to show us some of these types of poses. So what's one of the first ones that you'd like to talk about?
So let's start with a butterfly pose. So Kendra, go ahead and take a seat. And we'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, and slide the heels away so you have a nice diamond shape from the heel to the knee to the groin. And then we're just going to relax and fold forward. So Kendra, drop your chin to your chest and just release down. Lovely. And so you can take a block underneath the head for a little extra support, or you can take some bolsters underneath the knees. And this is a forward folding pose, and that's one of the key areas of poses that can help to calm the central nervous system. And it's also a hip opener, so getting some blood flowing into the pelvis and the abdomen.
Okay, and so this is really going to help to relax us a little bit, because I think that that's, you know, I mean, infertility can be, it can be definitely lonely, and I think yoga also kind of brings people together as well.
Absolutely, it creates community. I think one of the things that I've heard from people who have taken my classes in the past is the benefit of realizing that you're not alone in this situation.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it's relatively common, infertility can be really isolating, so it's nice to have that community focus.
Exactly. Okay, so the butterfly pose, what's one of the next ones we'll do?
Let's come into a supported bridge. So Kendra, take yourself onto your back, and then bring feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward, and then lift up your tailbone. And we'll take the block underneath the sacrum, which is that bony piece at the base of the spine. And that's going to provide some elevation here. And it's also going to make the pose a little more restful and restorative. So you're getting all of the benefits of a back bend, but not doing all of the work.
Okay.
And it can be incredibly soothing and restful. And you can hold this one for quite a bit of time to really allow the benefits to sink in.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next pose.
All right, Kendra, why don't you stand up? We'll come into goddess pose. And so feet a little wider than hips distance, heels in, toes out, drop the knees down over the ankles. Beautiful. So this is going to have all the benefits of a hip opener, and also because it's a standing posture, we have some additional heat being created. It's a little more challenging, so really getting that circulation going, and it's going to be strength building for the lower body.
And this is all stuff, I mean, you yourself have openly talked about your experience with infertility.
Right.
So for people that maybe want to find out more about the classes that you offer, how do they go about doing that?
So at my website, AngelynShapiro.com, my schedule of events is up there. We have a workshop coming up in April, and then a regular weekly class will be starting in May.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and bringing us a little bit of peace. Namaste to both.